Okay, this is a video to show you an example of a successful uh, location of an access point that initially came up as not found. The particular one we're going to talk about, we determined was in building 7 on the first floor. The access point is AH-6EO400, and we're going to go through the process whereby we determined that it was in building 7 and it was in classroom 105. So the first thing you do is you're going to select the access point in the monitor view, go to the top, and you're going to open up the command line interface window here. I'm going to try and figure out where the neighbors of this access point are, or what they are, by typing show automatic channel selection protocol, NE, which is short for neighbors. So I'm going to click execute on that. And what you'll actually find is that you get two listed neighbors, the 2.4 gigahertz neighbors and the 5 gigahertz neighbors. And the 2.4 gigahertz neighbors are usually not all that populated, because once you're on a particular channel, which in this case would appear to be channel 1, you don't scan the channels looking for your neighbors, whereas it seems like there is some level of channel scanning on the 5 gigahertz. So what we can see here is that if we look through the neighbors for the 5 gigahertz, which is Wi-Fi 1, you'll see for every SSID, so guest, enroll, and STPPC wireless, you get a line, even though they're really referring to the same access point. So if you look at the first three, 4018, B112, then it's 12, E something, E89, and A. Now, to actually identify that access point, it is actually going to be 12, 12, and then you've got to take, in this case, 28 from the first one, and this is hexadecimal math, so that would be 12C0. If we go down to the next one, it's going to be 1230, and again, 1230C0, and then it's going to be 11FB, and taking 28 from A8 is going to be 80. So those are our at least 3 neighboring access points. Now, I've actually written those down on a piece of paper here. So we're going to close this, and we're going to look for them. So if we look for 1212C0, Control F, tells me that is 7103A. If we do look for 1230C0, 7102, and 11FB80. That's 7102 north. So if we go over and look on the map, we'll be looking at building 7 on the first floor. We can see that what we're essentially seeing are access points in building 7. And what we notice is that there seems to be no access point in 7105. So I'm going to take a guess that that our access point, the one that's currently not known, is in 7105. But we're going to make sure that we actually put down the fact that this is a guess next to it. So if we go over to the monitor, I've already put 7105 in guess, but what I forgot to do was to change its position in the topology map, so to buildings 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 first. So I'm going to go in and modify it. So when you've located one, you have to not only set its location, but you also have to make sure that you do update it in the topology map. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 first, and I'm going to save that. Then what you're going to do is you're going to come back. You have to come off the map. So I'm looking at the map, and the access point isn't on there as it should appear on here. We come away from the map. We come back to the map, and you will see that our access point now has appeared at the top left of the map. And what we're going to do is unlock and drag it over into the room that we believe it's in. It's important that we do note it as a guest. So if we come down here to building 7, it's 7105 guest, because when we're going to a site, we want to pay special attention to the ones where we've noted them as guesses, just so that we can actually validate that they are where we think they are. Okay. And I guess that'll do for this video. The only thing I would say is that, you know, some of the access points which are not known, you just aren't going to be able to find. Okay.